Let's make some paella. That's right, paella. Keto style, low carb style. If you've had paella before, you know that the star of the show is the rice. And if you're doing low carb, like the cleaning crew here that keeps coming, took him to the vet. He's put on about 5 pounds. I think he's been helping me out in the kitchen too much. He's over here. You might hear him jingling around. So anyway, rice is the star of the show. But we can't have rice if we're doing low carb, right? No. So I'm going to substitute it with cauliflower. And I have riced this cauliflower with a knife because I couldn't get this doggone thing to work. I don't know, it's probably user error, but this is a piece of crap. Okay. All right, so ingredients here, we've got onion, we've got bell pepper, we've got garlic, I've got some smoked paprika, some saffron, salt, pep, some little bit of oil, olive oil or avocado. I think I've got avocado in this container, a little bit of butter to finish it off. And for meats, I'm going with smoked sausage, shrimp, and chicken that I've also chopped up. So if you know anything about the cauliflower, you know it doesn't absorb anything like rice does. Rice is like a big sponge in there. Whatever it's sitting in, it absorbs it and becomes so beautiful. But this stuff, nah. You gotta dehydrate it because it's full of water. And so what I'm gonna do is I'm going to sort of slow cook this and let it steam out and become dry. But the flavors have to sit on top of this. It will not absorb anything. The flavors sit on top of it. So we need to make a lot of flavor to make this taste good, okay? So I'm gonna start. I've already got my little, let's go into this. For a pan, the word paella means this kind of pan. Flat, wide, so you get ultimate heat coverage. So I've got one of these, but the bottom is not exactly flat, so it doesn't do good on my induction cooker. I think I'm gonna do a real batch with real rice. Well, this is a real batch, just using cauliflower. But I'll do another batch with rice, and we'll do it outside on the grill. I think that'll be fantastic. So if you don't have one of these, you can use something like this. This is a Le Creuset, just a flat little skillet with 2 handles on the side, or we're going to use what I'm using today, and it's a cheap Lodge skillet. It's a 10-inch skillet. It's going to do fine, and it does great on induction. So here we go. I'm going to start with onions. I'm using a wooden spoon, so here we go. Don't you like how I have all my ingredients spread out here? Pretty neat, huh? Like I'm becoming organized or something, I don't know. All right, I'm gonna add a little salt, a little pepper. We're gonna season in phases. So we put one thing in, we'll season it, put another thing in and we'll season it. All right, in goes my red bell pepper. So since the cauliflower has a lot of water already in it, I don't wanna add water to this, so I have to cook all this stuff down, get the water out of it, get as much moisture out of these vegetables as I can. Okay, so in next, I'm going to put sausage. And this is going to give me a lot of fat. I'm going to render the fat out of the sausage. And it's just all going to be happy in there. Happy, happy. There we go. Sausage in. Oh, and it just smells so good. That looks great. Sausage has a good bit of salt in it, so I'm not going to salt too much, but just a little. Maybe add a little heat too with the pepper. Got some lemon here, so I'm putting shrimp in there also. So if you want to, I think traditionally they give you a slice of lemon in Spain with a paella dish. So we might sprinkle a little bit of lemon on there. I've got my cooker set on 7, so it's fairly higher than I cook normally, but I'm going to take it up to 7.5 because I need to cook the juice out of here and get some of that fat out. But the smell is wonderful. Okay, so in next I'm going to put the chicken, and then I think I'll add the garlic. I don't want to burn my garlic. You know the rule about burnt garlic. The only thing worse than burnt eggs is burnt garlic. Once it's burnt, the whole dish is gone. Can't stand burnt garlic and burnt eggs. See all the oil that this is rendering? That's exactly what I'm looking for, because we're going to need all that flavor to put on top of this cauliflower. I'm going to go up to 8 because I want it to cook a little more. All right, in goes my chicken. Once my chicken gets about halfway cooked, I'm going to put the shrimp in, because the shrimp also needs flavor. Sometimes you'll see shrimp put across the top, layered real fancy across the top of these paella dishes, which is nice. You can do that. But it doesn't get any of the good spice when you do that, unless you pour a lot of spice on the top. I don't want to do that. Okay, so this, I can see this is going to need just a little bit of oil. So I'm going to add a little bit of oil in here, just for my chicken. There we go. Oh, it smells so good. This doesn't take long. I'm doing this real time, no edits. A little bit of salt for the chicken, a little bit of pepper for the chicken. So this only takes, well, however long. I'm going to guess it's going to take about 7 or 8 minutes to put together. All right, now look at here. In goes. Let's do. What do I want to do? Well, I need to cook the cauliflower down quite a bit. So you see, I made a center well there. Put this in here. All right. If I put a little salt on that cauliflower, it might pull out some of the moisture. Now, another trick I did with this cauliflower today is I opened it up out of its package and put it just in the fridge. And you know, so it's been in the fridge open for about 6 hours. So that'll help dry it out too, just a little bit. All right. Get that cooking. I want to coat that cauliflower with some spice and flavor. That's how we do it. Just roll it around in all that flavor. Okay. So in goes my garlic now. I don't have one of those dirty yet. I'm going to put just a touch more oil, because there's this, I don't want this drying out, but I don't want it wet either. Now, here's something pretty. I'm going to add in the smoked paprika. That's going to give it a lot of color. There we go. Not too much, because that's got a strong flavor. The other thing we have to balance here is the shrimp. We don't want to override the flavor of the shrimp. How's that looking to you? Oh, it's smelling wonderful. So traditionally, you can cook this over an open flame or on a burner like I'm doing, or you can get it all put together. And with the rice, you know, you have to add a bunch of water in there, so you let that simmer off for long, like 2 hours. Paella with the rice takes about 2 hours. Okay. But this is not going to take very long. Now in goes the saffron. In goes my saffron. This is just not much, but it's probably about $5 worth of saffron. Saffron's expensive. And you want to get every drop of it. Get every drop of that saffron. There you go. That's good. How's that looking? All right. In goes my shrimp. Let's put the shrimp down in there close to the heat. Move all this out of the way, make a little well for it. I should have done that before I put it in, but I didn't. And you know what? It's been about 2 weeks since my last video. And you want to know why? I threw out this shoulder. I have not been able to lift anything. I couldn't lift it above my head or around my back. It still hurts a little bit, but it's getting better. A little more oil here. And I'm going to salt that shrimp. It's getting better, but it's been difficult. Couldn't sleep. Can't move. I can move, but it's hurting. I mean, it hurts. So anyway, don't feel sorry for me. I'm all right. It's just been a while. I feel like I need to explain myself because I usually do maybe 2 or 3 videos a week, and I hadn't done any in a couple of weeks. So I've been absent. All right, I want to make this glisten. All this does is just add some more fat. It's going to make it pretty. And of course the butter is going to add some flavor. I did a batch earlier today, and for practice, because I want to get it right for you. It was good. Actually put too much paprika in there, so it had kind of a strong paprika flavor, which, you know, it was okay if you like a lot of paprika, but if you don't, it wasn't okay. So you can see the butter melting into there. Cover up the shrimp. Let all those good oils just drip down over that shrimp, making it happy. Oh, look at there. I'll tell you, the smell is fantastic. Okay, I turned my cooker up to 8, but I just turned it, and it's been on 8 for about 3 or 4 minutes because I'm cooking all this liquid out. You see how that's looking? Look. No liquid, so I think I'm pretty confident that we've gotten enough liquid out of the cauliflower. So right now I just want to make sure my shrimp are cooked. Those only take about 2 or 3 minutes. And they're looking good. But on a traditional paella, we're looking for that sauerkraut. It's the burnt rice on the bottom. And that's what gives it a lot of flavor. I wasn't sure the cauliflower was going to simulate that, but it is. I guess if you turn the skillet up high enough, cauliflower will stick to it. So that's what I've got going on here. It might be pretty good, or it could be like burnt garlic and just be crappy, but we'll see. All right, look at there. Here's my shrimp. They're done, nice and pretty. Pull them out, put them on the top. This is a small batch, you know. Look at the size difference in these things. You see how little this is 10 inches across, so it's right there on my spoon. Look at that, barely goes halfway across this pan. So this is a very small batch compared to what I could be cooking in the real paella pan. All right, so here we go. Let me just try some of this. Let's see what we got going on. All right, I want a little piece of sausage, some chicken, some of that rice. What else do I need? I need bell pepper. Oh, there's a good bite. I won't cut into a shrimp yet, but I want to really bad. Oh my gosh. People talk about marry me chicken. This is marry me paella. Oh my gosh, that's good. And you never know it's cauliflower. Never know. Oh man, that's good. It's a lot better than what I made earlier today because I put more of the smoked sausage in here. I wanted so I could get some of that good fat out of there, and that has made all the difference. Plus, only one. What did I put up? I think I put about a teaspoon. Maybe teaspoon, maybe a teaspoon and a half of the smoked paprika, and not like a full tablespoon and a half. That made a big difference. And then salting as we go. I think I might need just a touch more on top. And friends, I think that is done. Take a look at that. What do you think? Well, if you had friends over, just make a big pot of this. Even if they're on low carb, say, hey, I got you covered. No big deal. How about that? Look at there. That's good. All right. I'm going to let this sit here for another minute or so and cool off. And I'm going to have a big bowl of it. But I'll see you later, okay? Take care. Look back here. How did this get here? If you haven't checked it out yet, it's my new photography book. Came out February, I think. Anyway, available on Amazon, the Amazon. So it's photos I've taken around the Gulf Coast for the past couple of years. It's kind of neat. Oh, sunset. All right. That's me on a sailboat in Key West. What do you think of that? Okay. Images 2025. Pick up your copy today. All right, let me see what this is doing. Oh, that's doing good. Look how it's got a little burnt on the bottom. Looks just like rice, doesn't it? Oh, look, oh yeah, look. You see that? That's what we're looking for. It's done. All right, guys. I'm about to get really happy here in a second with this. Thank you very much for watching. If you like what you see, I do this all the time unless my shoulders hurt. But I'll see you later. Thanks for watching. Cleaning Crew says bye-bye, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.